Have a guest, Livinus Jatto, joining us now on Skype to give us an idea of what the Bravo Zulu is all about. Livinus, good morning. It's good to have you join us now. Can you make us understand what is unique about this game?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. Um, what is unique about the game is principally because nothing like this existed before, and it speaks to the heart of what a soldier in the battlefield, especially when he is not deployed, what he does with his time. Since it is a promotional tool for international humanitarian law, we thought that it is really important to keep soldiers very occupied in their leisures. As they say, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So a commander's main problem is how to keep his soldiers really gainfully employed when they are not conducting any military operations. So this is at the back of the origin of the game.
All right, so when it comes to the issue of strategy, I guess maybe from what you're saying now, people can learn strategy, maybe not only the military. But we understand it was invented by a Nigerian. How much of that will Nigerians get to know or have access to when it is being approved and popularized?
Being a game, a promotional tool by the International Committee of the Red Cross, it's first of all a free token that the ICRC gives generally. So how available will it be is really left to as many as are interested and available resources, of course. Ordinarily, we would advise that most importantly, military formations would be the most important interlocutors to use this game, but of course it is available to all those who are interested in understanding about international
All
humanitarian
right,
law.
Livinus, let me ask you this before. How did you come up with this concept and idea? How did you put it together?
First, I'm a retired soldier, an officer of the Nigerian Army, and leaving the military profession, I started working with the International Committee of the Red Cross. My job, my schedule makes me travel long hours between Abuja and Maiduguri, for instance. So I find myself constrained in a vehicle traveling for several hours. Then I'm a teacher also. And in this period of my isolation inside a vehicle, thinking of nothing but this vast emptiness of the road I'm traveling in, I began to think of how best to make my teaching better understood. And it just dropped in my head that why don't I develop something that could facilitate the process of understanding uh, this subject that I more or less teach.
All right.
And
It's good to understand that the name Bravo Zulu, I wonder where that came from, because when you hear the name Zulu, it takes you to South Africa.
Bravo Zulu is actually a call sign in the most militaries. It means all is clear and well. So it's just an adoption of a generally popular call sign that is used by most militaries.
All right, Livinus Jatto, thank you so much for your invention, and thank you for talking to us on this matter as well.
Joining me now is the developer of this game. We are talking about Livinus Jatto. Thank you for joining us at this time, Livinus. Tell us the impact this game could have on soldiers, especially in their quest to secure their territory.
Thank you again for having me. The impact is that from research, respect of international humanitarian law is driven by four fundamental factors. One of the most important of these factors is the teaching of the subject. Teaching, of course, requires understanding, and understanding builds certain reflexes on the soldier. So what this game aims to do is to keep the discussion of international humanitarian law on the table, in the front burner every time a soldier is interacting with the game. So it serves as a reminder. And through remembering these laws, then the possibility of breaching the laws is a bit mitigated.
So how many people can play this game at a time?
The game can be played by 2 people minimum, but up to 4 people.
All right then. And tell us exactly, how it goes. How does it work to store this information in the hearts and minds of persons playing the game?
Okay, the game starts with all the players starting off as soldiers. Every soldier in the military aspires to be promoted through various ranks until the height of his career. For this board game, the height of the career is the commanding officer, to be the battalion commander. So you aspire to respect all the rules of international humanitarian law as if in combat, killing your opponent, and through the throw of dice, going through the board and getting commissioned and then getting promoted to be the commanding officer. There are various issues that the soldier has to tackle, the player has to tackle in the course of his movement around the board. Sometimes you stop in the docket and you pick a card and the card tells you, well done for respecting such and such law, and you are hereby given a commendation letter. Sometimes you end up in a docket that says for killing a civilian, you have breached IHL, go to jail. And there are several other such cautionary or rewards that you get while going through the board.
All right, Livinus. Now, to achieve maximum impact, it will be necessary for this game to spread across all soldiers within the military. What is going on to ensure that they all get to know about it and get to play the game?
The ICRC has a mandate to disseminate international humanitarian law. So, first of all, as a game, as a promotional tool of the ICRC offers it to soldiers and troops when they go for dissemination sessions, for lecturing sessions within all military formations, within limited resources, of course. So we try to share this game to units that we interact with, both in the Northeast, for instance, in Maiduguri and other units in the Northeast, but also in training institutions like the Armed Forces Command and Staff College and DEPO, Nigerian Army. But again, I must caution that the ICRC is only an organization with as much resources, so it's not possible to have the whole of the armed forces have a piece each in their formation.
All right, then Livinus Jatto, developer of the Bravo Zulu game. Many thanks for joining us at this time.